England were 4 minutes away from a place in the World Cup final, but then 2 goals inside 6.5 minutes has sent Argentina there to the promised land again. Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimović and Alexis Lalas watching on. Thierry, make sense of that.
Yes, I can actually. The best team won. We talked about it yesterday. A different way, was a different game. Grit, attitude, mentality. Argentina played well though today. They played very good football, and I think that England went into a back five too early for my liking. Giving them the ball, they thought I'm not saying that they thought they won the game, it's not true, but they thought they had to defend the lead a tiny bit too early. And after that, obviously, if you're Argentina, you're going to throw strikers, people in the box. But one thing that Scaloni did exactly the same against Switzerland, Egypt, he put the little man on the right. Not in the middle, into traffic. He put him on the right. They are attracted on his right. Obviously, they are attracted on the right of the opposition to give him the ball in 1v1, to go back on his left and cross. And actually, by the way, he went on his right to cross also. So what I'm saying is they're the world champion for a reason. You're going to have the European champion in the final, Argentina, Copa America, obviously champion. But one thing that I want to say, Argentina can be also the first team to win back-to-back major tournament, Copa America, World Cup, Copa America, and maybe World Cup. This is insane. And once again, the eyes, they switched. Leo, you're different, man.
Yeah, that has never been done before, as Thierry says, for back-to-back major tournaments. They have a big chance now of doing that. Zlatan, when Anthony Gordon scored for England, that goal seemed to change everything, because England then sat in, and it was only on around the hour mark.
England stopped playing when they scored a goal. I don't know why. Tuchel made some changes. He went too defensive, and Scaloni went more offensive. And the way Argentina was playing, they didn't panic. They kept attacking. They hit the post. They had a couple of chances before they scored the first goal. And they kept pushing. They didn't make some panic move. Scaloni kept pushing by putting more offensive players. Martinez came in the end. So, I mean, the best team won, like Thierry said. England, they tried. I think after they scored, maybe they thought they won the game, maybe not. But something happened there. But then you woke up Thierry said the little man, I would say the big man. Just the other games, he got 2 assists today. He stayed on the right side. He kept delivering those crosses. And listen, when Messi switch on, everybody gets scared, even the fans, even us.
It's in their blood. The passion, the emotion, the intensity, the fight. It's all they live for. And it's all they live for today. But at the end of the day, it's that man that decides the biggest games and the biggest moments. And his country has counted on him, and boy, has he delivered. Messi the difference, but it's the Argentine spirit that wins again and punches their ticket in the final.
The reigning champions of Europe, the reigning champions of South America, for the first time in history, will face off in a World Cup final. We cannot wait. Rebecca Lowe, down to you as it finishes here in Atlanta. Argentina 2, England 1.
Our thanks to Stu Holden and to John Strong. That is why they are defending world champions. Argentina, with him in their team, simply never know when they're beaten.
Up here
Back home in Buenos Aires, thousands wait for the breakthrough in this World Cup semi-final. At half-time, it is England 0, Argentina 0. Welcome back to Atlanta Stadium. Rebecca Lowe, Thierry Henry, Zlatan Ibrahimović and Alexis Lalas. Not too much, you have to be honest, in terms of goal-mouth action. So Thierry, how do you best describe what went on for that 45 minutes?
Great mentality, exactly what we were talking about. The two teams are trying to do what they can when they're on the ball, but whenever the other one is on the ball, when you have England on the ball, Argentina, you can see, are biting, a tiny bit physical, aggressive in a right manner. And then England tried to do the same thing also when Argentina is on the ball. That's what we predicted. That's exactly what we have. The benches are getting involved. Everybody's getting involved. But look, that's football at the end of the very day. It's a semi-final of the World Cup. You're not going to see what you saw in the group stage and goals left and right. This is proper football now.
Zlatan, you talked about the emotions before this game. You talked about discipline. We've had 19 fouls, just the 2 yellow cards. But does everybody have to be careful?
I mean, there is a lot of tension, not only on the pitch, also on the bench. We saw it from up here from the studio, and they have to keep calm, both teams. I mean, Argentinians, they're the best at provoking the English player, because or any player they play against, opponents. So they're trying everything to get them out of balance, especially Bellingham. They're trying to push him in different ways. So the English players, they should just keep calm, try to play. At the end of the day, there is a game to play. Whoever keeps their calm and play their game, they're gonna get the best outcome. But it's not easy, because there is a lot of tension. The fans are behind also every action, every situation, and you can see every free kick Argentina, whatever gets, all the players are gathering and they try to attack the English players.
As a referee, when nobody's yelling at you, you're probably doing a good job. And when everybody is yelling at you, you're probably doing a good job. And this is not an easy job for Ismail El-Fef in the middle. And I know people are saying, well, why wouldn't you hit more yellows earlier and everything? He is trying to manage this knife fight that is going out there. At times it's ugly, at times it's raw, but it's always in your face. And even though we don't have highlights to show, because there weren't a lot in terms of goal-scoring opportunities, this is still an incredibly interesting and entertaining affair that is going out there. From a physical perspective, I think the physical part of the game probably benefits Argentina. They want to make it much more physical, maybe than England do. But this is still a very evenly contested first half.
Goalless at half-time, as Stu Holden said in commentary. This one has absolutely lived up to the billing. It's feisty, it's blood and thunder, everything you'd expect from these two, with a place in the World Cup final on the line.